almost after 50 years, we all back here again. The last commanding officer of this battalion was the Governor General of Australia, Sir Michael Jeffrey. We're here before we got independence. Was the last commanding officer. Was very close to Grand Chief Sir Michael Samare. Just before independence, this unit, 50 years ago, was directed by Sir Michael to carry a note and walk from Wewak all the way to Port Moresby. Second, to ensure that we, on Independence Day, continue to maintain Papua New Guinea Defence Force, which we are very proud to serve today. So with those few words, on behalf of the men and women of the Royal Pacific Islands Regiment, 2nd Royal Pacific Islands Regiment, and on behalf of the PNGDF and the people and the government of East Pacific Province, I want to warmly welcome you to Moem Barracks. I don't want to repeat what our Prime Minister said during the Parliament sitting and again during the dinner. But let me say this to reaffirm and reiterate what the Prime Minister has said. Our relationship is very, very strong and enduring, especially in defense. It is much, much stronger. People-to-people links, to training, infrastructure support, and all the other activities we have been conducting since independence until now. On behalf of the people and the government of Papua New Guinea, I say thank you. Now I would like to give an opportunity to our Prime Minister, and also if Governor can probably say a few words before we invite the Prime Minister of Australia to say a few words in marking this occasion.
All right. I'd like to acknowledge Major General Goina for your words, and especially invitation of ourselves into this wonderful but historic barracks. Thank you, members of the 2nd Royal Pacific Regiment, for your continuous service to God, to the Crown, and to Papua New Guinea, and to the people of this region of the world where we live in. I will not speak much. Our special guest, ex-presidents, I am here all the time with you in every shape and form. Today is our special guest day. He wanted to see you. He wanted to have a feel with you. He wanted to see what it is like up here in Moem. And so I would not take much time, and I'd like to say the Governor will speak in conclusion to thank the Prime Minister for visiting us, and I allow the Prime Minister of Australia, the Honourable Albanese, to address us on behalf of the people of Australia and the Government of Australia. The Prime Minister, as you address our soldiers, may it be known to you and to all Australians, this was your post before September 16, 1975. This was your post before September 16, 1975. It is a strategic asset in a very strategic location. Here, it remains as a post that can be mutually used to secure our part of planet Earth. And with these words, I present to you the 2nd Royal Pacific Regiment.
Well, thank you so much, Prime Minister and Governor. Major General, thank you for welcoming us here, and to the men and women of the 2nd Royal Pacific Island Regiment, I want to say that thank you for welcoming us here, myself as the Australian Prime Minister and my delegation, the Minister Pat Conroy and Senator Nita Green, who've travelled with me on this occasion, along with our High Commissioner and other Australian representatives. We have earlier this morning travelled from Port Moresby to Wewak in order firstly to pay our respects and to pay our tribute to Sir Michael Somare through his family here in Wewak. That was important because of the historic role that we will commemorate in just a couple of years' time now, the 50th anniversary of the independence of Papua New Guinea. The discussions that we had yesterday, the great honour I had of addressing your Parliament and of also meeting with the 4th Australian PNG ministerial meeting that we have had is an important one in reinforcing the fact that there is no more important relationship that we have with each other than the Australia-PNG relationship. We are not just neighbours, we are family. And here at this barracks, this is further evidence of just how close those ties are. The fact that you had a peaceful and positive transition to independence is a great credit to the people of Papua New Guinea and to the leadership of Sir Michael all those years ago. Since then, of course, we have seen Papua New Guinea continue to grow and thrive, and I am very positive that there is a great future here in PNG. But I'm positive and optimistic with a reason, because I've been here, I know the opportunity that there is here in PNG. But I'm also optimistic because I understand that the future of our two nations is so linked, that success for Papua New Guinea is success for Australia and vice versa. And that is one of the reasons why we are talking about increased economic cooperation, increased educational and training opportunities for people from Papua New Guinea. We're talking as well about having a stronger security relationship into the future and concluding our security treaty upgrade by the end of April, and then myself and Prime Minister Marape being in a position to sign up by June. I know that one of the things that will do is to increase the interoperability between our two defence forces. It will be about including greater exchanges as well, and helping each other and learning from each other. And this facility here is of course a magnificent one that serves your nation so well. So I pay tribute to all of you who have made that decision to wear your country's uniform, your proud and sovereign country. In doing so, you make a decision to help the fellow residents of Papua New Guinea. And I know that your Prime Minister and your Governor is proud of each and every one of you for the decision that you have made. So I thank you for what you do. I look forward to a further strengthening of the relationship between our two countries in the future. And I thank you for giving me the honour of having me here with you today.
Prime Minister Marape, General Goina, other dignitaries, on your behalf, And on behalf of the people of ECP, let me thank Prime Minister Albanese for this historical visit. And let me also say that I'm pleased we didn't build a new road, and you were able to see the effects of climate change firsthand as you drove in. And these are the things that affect not only us but all Pacific Island people. And I think it drives the point to home. So perhaps your voice can be lent to that of growing voices around the world as to the plight of our island people. But more than that, I think the CPIC people are particularly proud that you've graced us with your presence. And for us, let me say, when I became governor in 2017, I think there were 2 Australians here. And one of them was a fine young Australian lieutenant. I think Lieutenant Molson was here. Fast forward to today, I think we have maybe 40 Australian officers attached to this unit. And I think Papua New Guineans and CPICs would be better served if we had more exchanges with other nationalities, particularly Australians, because I think in 1975, when we attained independence, there were up to 5,000 Australians here. So we would be richer for the experience, and I think the possibility of an upgraded security relationship between Australia and Papua New Guinea is particularly appealing because we house the 2nd Pacific Islands Regiment in this province, and we're particularly proud of this regiment. They are a credit to our province, and they have served exemplary well in many with distinction in the service outside of the province, particularly I think up in the Highlands, in the Solomon Islands, and in Bougainville. So we're very proud to have them here, and we look forward to the security upgrades. We talk about economic prosperity and our desire, shared desire with the people of Australia for economic advancement and prosperity. We cannot secure that without security. And particularly our own law and order situation, I think, would force us to look to such relationships that enhance our security capability, not just militarily, but of course with policing. So with that, I want to thank you for coming here to see for yourself firsthand how other Papua New Guineans live. And I hope the beauty of it all is not lost on you, Mr. Prime Minister. So with that, on behalf of the CPIC people, both East and West, unfortunately, Governor for West CPIC couldn't be here. He is attending to a death in his family. So on his behalf and on behalf of both peoples, we are indeed grateful and we are honored by your visit. We hope that you will extend our thanks to the people of Australia when you return. Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister. We now invite you to the beach for lunch.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
men and women of the 2nd Pacific Islands. Thank you.